Hi everyone, it's Catherine. Welcome to my channel, Read Journal Love. And guess what? I was tagged in an original tag by Anne of In Search of Wonder. I'm so excited, y'all. This is a perfect tag for this season. It's called Count Your Book Blessings, and it's Thanksgiving time, so it's perfect. The questions are great, so let's get to it. Number 1, count your blessings. That's basically to count how many books you have. So I counted, excluding my comic books, I have 84. Now, compared to most YouTubers, y'all, that is nothing. But I try to practice minimalism, and I usually donate or give away my books. I like to collect books that are like old, hardback, vintage, of the ones that I definitely plan to reread and reread and reread. And if they ever went away off the Libby or the library, you know, I would be upset. So I kind of have just a limited amount that I keep on hand. Most of the ones I do have of those 84s are Bibles, Bible commentaries, Bible atlases, theology handbooks, so on and so on. So yeah, mostly references that I keep. The second question, life-changing books. Books that have changed your life or impacted you in a very positive way. So my first one I want to talk about is A Shepherd Looks at Psalms 23 by W. Philip Keller. If you have not read this book, please read it. It is a very good look from an actual shepherd at how he cares for the sheep that would reflect that part, like each line of the psalm. And it really makes you see Jesus as your shepherd and just how very much he loves you. So I very much recommend this book. Second, Another Gospel by Alisa Childers. This book she came to me by a YouTube video after I had an experience where just kind of like faith as I knew it was rocked. I'm going to say it, I was awoken to the woke, and things came into view of things I had never heard of, experienced before my faith church life. And yeah, this book was very helpful in understanding what in the world is going on. So I very much recommend this book and her channel. Her material is great interviews, just very helpful. I've read her 2 books and she has another one coming out. So both of the 2 books so far have been very good. From there, I have been reading books that I never thought that I would read before. And I would say that Francis Schaeffer, he's a philosopher, which like you would never put with me, right? But anyways, this book is called True Spirituality by Francis Schaeffer. I've read a lot of his books and they're all very good, but this one just really kind of hit home with me. It's more about Christian life, postmodern world. It's very good, and I recommend anything by Francis Schaeffer. The last one in this that impacted me this is by Sandra Bird. It's called Mist of Midnight. And this book I decided to talk about because it helped me to understand that I like a particular genre of Gothic fiction. Like I've read books all my life. I've always been encouraged to read, but I never really was taught like about literature, you know, like, I don't know, I was thinking about like, even in school, we just had to read a book. It was like, we were never really taught. But anyways, so that's what I picked this book out, because it did set a projection for my life, in that I've read so many Gothic fiction books now since I read this one. I think 38 now. So yeah, Sandra Bird, The Mist of Midnight. I really enjoyed it. I read it like 3 times. Okay, special editions. Some copies or editions that I really love. So like first editions, special editions, cloth, hardback, leather bound, signed. So the first one I have is called As You Wish, Inconceivable Tales from the Making of the Princess Bride by Cary Elwes himself, the Man in Black. And y'all, this is my favorite movie ever. And one way I knew that my husband was the man for me is because he knew this, and he knew so many lines from it, and we could communicate about the Princess Bride, and that was amazing. And so he got me this book for one of our anniversaries as a present, and signed by Cary Elwes himself. So I'm very excited. I love that book. Notice I'm saying I'm excited a lot, maybe just because I'm around books. And then this one, okay, this series, I don't know, y'all. You know, I'm older, but my mom got me and my sister this whole series from Childcraft. This is like from the 70s, I think, or maybe early 80s. But this one is book 1, and it's called Poems and Rhymes. Y'all, I cannot tell you how many times as a kid I read this book. Like, the whole series I loved, you know, but just, yeah, I just love this. But my favorite is about the fishy in the brook. Daddy caught him with a hook. I wish I could find it. Something like, baby something and mama fried him. Oh, here it is. Mama fried him in a pan. Oh, just love this book. And so my husband, we think we gave him to my cousin or something. So, you know, I don't have him anymore. But then my husband bought me this one off eBay. I love it. So yeah, my hubby's good to me, right? Okay, gifted books. So of course, those two from my husband. And then a couple years ago, I found out that my grandma's, one of her favorite books was In His Steps. So I'd never heard of it. So of course I go on to Libby, there it is. I read it and I just absolutely liked it so much. And now I have something, you know, I can share with my grandma. You know, she said that it was her favorite book, and I really, really like it. And so I was like, I wish I could get that, you know, like an old book from my little library. Well, not long after that, 6 or 7 months, at the church library, somebody brought in another box, because, you know, everybody brings in books of like loved ones after they passed or something from their collections. Lo and behold, In His Steps, in an old version. So I guess like the manager, she said I could have this one. And it's got a little note in it, and I just really like this. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And so, yeah, that's God, huh? So those are the ones that I would say I'm being gifted. And then the blessing of a book. How has reading benefited you in your life? Emotionally, mentally, spiritually? Well, mentally, I'm going to say that it's helped me because it's as I've gotten older and with my fibromyalgia limitations that I don't have very many hobbies. And so reading has become a hobby, and that has mentally helped me. So that, and then spiritually, obviously I had been growing and that is all from books and that I have read, of course some YouTube videos too, but mostly books. And those books have come from the people that I've been watching and like what they recommend. And so, yeah, I have grown a lot from my reading, especially over the last 4 years of this. Friends, the greatest blessing. Do you have in real life friends that like to talk with books about you? Will talk about books with you? And I think about my hubby. Now he's the one that has probably 600, 700 books in there on those shelves, you know, in his studio over there. So yes, he's read, but his tastes, way different than mine. And but there are things that we share, you know, like the stuff that are Christian fiction books, and he's introduced me to a lot more like fantasy type things. So yeah, we talk about books a lot. And then my mom encourages me to read. I know she reads, but we don't necessarily talk about the books we read that much. It's mainly just my hubby. And then it's tag. So tag some people. And so the first person I want to tag is Chautona Havig. I've been watching her channel now for probably 6 months since I've found her. And y'all, the girl, she is very energetic. She's funny. She reads like a wide array of books, and I like that. She's introduced me to some older books, older fiction books that I like. Yeah, she's amazing. She's an author. I enjoy watching her videos. So yeah, check her out. I'll tag all these below too. Jane Reads. I like her channel. I like her because she mainly reads like Christian fiction. So if I ever want to read a Christian fiction, I tend to enjoy her reviews. Yeah. And then Christian faith and fiction. I really enjoy her channel. I like her because she kind of started the whole Christian rating or faith rating in her reviews, which would be separate from her regular other part, you know, stars. So she'll think that she goes 1 to 3. And so I really enjoy that about her reviews. She just has a very sweet spirit, and I really like because she lives in England, and so I like to hear her talk with her accent, and just sometimes she'll share videos of like one of the Christian romance books that's like set in, say, I think it was Cornwall or something, and so like that was close to her, so she kind of showed a video about it, and I enjoyed that. And she has a lot of faith content about things that she's studying in the Word. Yeah, definitely check out Lou. And then the last one I want to tag is With Love, Jillian. I like her because she also has a very sweet spirit, and she's very open about subjects that she runs across in the books, and she's encouraging. So y'all, I know Chautona's commented on one of mine, but these people, I don't even know if they know who I am, truthfully, but I want to tag them anyways. So there you go. Those are the answers that I made for Anne's tag. And if you don't subscribe to Anne's channel, her thing will be below. Please make sure you check out her channel. She also has kind of a wide array of books, Christian, classic. I enjoy her when she brings in music. She's like I think she's a music teacher, but when she brings in the music, because I was also somewhat a music major, I enjoy that when she talks about her music. And yeah, so anyways, those are the answers to this tag that was created by Anne, and I hope you all found it interesting. Okay, y'all have a great week, and I'll talk to you on my next video. Bye.